2026, we've got a pretty decent looking day today, partly cloudy, a 30% chance of a shower, 91 the high. Saturday, yeah, a few more clouds around, a little better chance of rain, 50%, high 89. Sunday, 60% chance of rain, 87. And then Monday and Tuesday, don't wear your good shoes, carry an umbrella, 80% chance of showers both days. So if you get missed this weekend, you probably not get missed on Monday and Tuesday. You're going to get some rain.
I'd like to get missed a little bit tomorrow.
Would you?
Yeah,
What you got going on, huh?
I at the
You gonna be outdoors?
Kansas and 38 Special concert at the Coke. And I've never seen Kansas before. I've seen 38 Special multiple times, even introduced them once. But never have actually seen Kansas live, and I'd like to. But I'll tell you what, if it's pouring rain, I ain't going. Also, if it's like super humid and into the high 80s, probably not going because I won't be able to breathe.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's no good.
Well, I didn't know that this problem was going to rear its ugly head.
You could be like the boy in the bubble. We could put you in one of those outfits.
Can you put that?
Like a hazmat suit.
I would love that.
And then it has the
Be
little
so
air
cool.
conditioning unit in there.
Yeah.
They might question you as you try to get into the Coca-Cola
I
amphitheater.
think the people behind me would be upset as
they
well.
would be.
They're
Can't
like,
see
what's
over
with
you."
the gigantic suit, mister?
That way you stay dry, too, if it rains.
Well, that would be lovely. Now
Just
that I
as a
think
suggestion.
of it, yeah, can I have snacks in there?
I don't know. And do they make a camouflage color? Because you don't want one of the white ones. They're going to think, oh, boy, something's really wrong with that guy.
The camouflage colors, yes. So you can like
Either that or bright
fit in.
orange. They're like, oh, they let him out of jail. Looky
That's
there.
nice, yeah. 9:07 with Dixon Dividing. Let's talk about the Alabama Men's Clinic and how they can straighten out your testosterone situation if you have got low T. You find yourself dragging through the day. You get home, even on a Friday, at the end of the workday, and all you want to do is lie down, maybe watch the news, and right off to bed. That's no fun. Maybe your testosterone level is low, and maybe that's why you are dragging. So if you get to the Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000, make an appointment today. You'll have one by next week. Get in there, get tested, find out where you are, work on getting that up to where it needs to be. There's a variety of options to make that happen, some invasive, some less invasive. And next thing you know, you're feeling significantly better. If you're struggling with ED, sometimes the low T is the problem. Sometimes it's not. You need something else, a little extra oomph. They can do that for you. This is urology-backed medicine is what we're talking about. It's powered by Men's Pro. And the Alabama Men's Clinic has been helping men all across this great area for years and years and years and years and years. Why not become one of them? 598-7000 online at alabamamensclinic.com. Make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less. The Odyssey. This is the Christopher Nolan film that everybody had high hopes for, and then we found out all the weird casting choices that were being made because, once again, the Oscars have insisted that you have to have so many people of color and so many people of LGBTQ. And so if you're going to have a movie, you've got to have that if you want to be up for an Oscar, which is ridiculous. But, you know, now they've got Ellen/Elliot Page as Achilles, and you're like, the one played by Brad Pitt in the previous movie of this nature? Sure, why not? That makes perfect sense. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's been very cool to have kind of proprietary popcorn buckets for your movie, right?
Yeah, they get to, people are all about this.
We talked about the Michael Jackson fedora, Michael,
which is kind
movie.
of a cool idea.
I liked it. I never got to the theater to see the movie, damn it. But I really did like the concept of the fedora. It wouldn't have fit my head.
Well,
I am one of those one-size-fits-all people. No, it does not. No, not even close for me. My head is bulbous, huge, massive. You know why? Big brain.
sure, let's go with that.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
The Odyssey popcorn bucket. Well, remember Jurassic Park had one? They had the new Jurassic Park one. That was kind
What
of
was it?
interesting.
I forgot what it was.
I think it was a Jeep. I think it was like the Jurassic Park
Yeah,
Jeep.
I think so.
Then they had Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which was a disappearing popcorn bucket. Like you can make the popcorn disappear. Stupid.
It's all visual effects, babe.
Even the Mandalorian and Grogu had one that was a Mandalorian helmet, you know?
Yep.
So here's the one.
This one's pretty bad.
One for the Odyssey.
Y'all get ready for
Okay.
this.
So the,
This might be a collector's item.
You think?
Quite
huh?
frankly, yes.
it's the Trojan horse.
Really?
Well, and it's not so much that it's a Trojan horse, it's where the popcorn
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, the horse is up on its back legs.
Okay.
It
Like
has
sitting on its
like,
tail.
It's doing its, one of those things.
Yeah.
And you open up a secret compartment in the horse's belly,
That goes all the way, down to.
and it's full of popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really weird looking. It's one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They could have done better with this.
I have
agree.
yet to buy any one of these special things.
No.
You know, and a couple of them, I got to admit, a couple of them I've seen have looked kind of cool, but not cool enough for me to actually spend the extra money to get the bucket.
What even would you do with it after you've finished it?
Put it up on a shelf?
Yeah, I was
guess?
about to say, I bet some people go to these movies and are collecting these popcorn dealios.
I went one time. I remember what it was. It was World War Z. I got free tickets from this radio station. Boy, that movie was bad. And they had an offer there. I think it was an AMC. It was like, buy this popcorn bucket for $24, and you could, for the rest of the year, fill it up for $2. And I was like, that sounds like a deal to me. I mean, the popcorn bucket is already about $24 to begin with.
Sure.
So I'm like, yeah, sure. Why don't we do that? I think I made it to the movies one more time that year, and I forgot my bucket. So I'm like,
Forget that.
never
You
again.
know
Well,
that. They're counting on you to do that.
That's
Well,
what they're hoping
That's
for,
like
yeah.
the gym membership. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll come sign up, work out 3 times. We'll never see them again.
I think it speaks volumes that I have to buy a bag every time I go to Aldi.
Bless your heart.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a ton of them at home either. I keep giving them away because I'm an idiot. Nearly 200 doors were glued shut at a high school in California, causing $70,000 worth of damage.
Ouch.
You
Way to
don't,
go, high school pranksters.
don't they have like some sort of security camera there? Yes, they do.
They do,
think
yeah.
can,
But guess what?
See.
They could not identify the person doing
That
it.
is-
because
Really?
They had
oh,
this
Oh, it was
Come
one
on.
person?
one person.
Well,
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
200 doors.
200 doors. I don't think it was a senior prank. It may have been, but usually there'd be more people involved in a senior prank, and they
That's
would
true.
also kind of know this is a bad idea. This is not something that's going to go over well.
We had kids in my graduating class at the old Barry High School. Remember that, people? 1986 had about, I want to say 5 or 6 of them were all expelled because they decided that their senior prank was going to be to go and try and drive nails into all the locks
Oh,
of
no.
the school.
That's stupid.
No.
And that's why they got expelled
Oh, no.
on
Yeah.
their senior year.
Yeah, you can't do stuff that is going to be permanently damaging, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I heard about some kids who are fairly automobile savvy. They managed to weld a car around the flagpole, but they did it
Nice.
without touching the flagpole.
Oh,
That's
very well done.
And
Pretty
when it, yeah, when
amazing.
it came time to take
They-
it,
they
take
were
it
in
up, it was
welding
easy to do.
class. That's where they were.
They knew what they
Yeah.
were doing,
Yeah.
you know.
That was
Yeah, they
like
took
the
them.
year, it was around the time my son, and there was a couple of other kids in some of the local school systems, where they would get the water guns,
Mhm.
and they'd rush into a house with the water guns and start spraying everybody, and they were like, somebody's going to get shot.
Right, you'll get shot.
Somebody
Yeah,
is
that's true.
going to get shot, and this isn't a joke, and you need to. So they kind of stopped it
Right.
because it almost happened. That
Sure.
literally somebody almost got shot because, again, they're just busting into the
Yeah.
house. And I'm like, I said to him, I said, you need to tell your little high school friends, nobody better be busting up in here.
No.
It's not going to be very pretty.
I'll be the one doing the shooting.
Uh-huh.
That's what's going to happen there.
Yeesh. And
Well,
I'm
I'll
like,
be dead.
Yeah,
I-
and senior pranks can be fun. Senior pranks can be destructive like this. A couple of years before that, same Barry High School, the senior class, I want to say it was 82 or 83 maybe, back when the restaurant that's right across from the Chevrolet dealership in Hoover used to be a Bob's Big Boy.
Of course.
They grabbed the Big Boy statue out and stuck it on the roof.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
even made the paper.
Classic.
A
classic.
That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You start driving nails into locks, you become an idiot.
Another classic is to release 2 pigs into the school with the numbers 1 and 3 on their side, and watch the staff go crazy trying to figure out where pig number 2
Where
is.
number 2 is.
9:15 with Dixon and Vining. How about we get a little Steve turn coming up next? 9:20. Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. After we wrap up today's show, we are going to go into the other room and we are going to record a little video about our last two wing visits. It's the Summer of Wings.
It's our wing run.
Dixon and Viney.
Yeah, like our pizza run or our chicken run.
Yes. We're dragging Steve in there, too. He doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, he'll be there with us.
Surprise.
And we'll give you a rundown of the last two places but we're not ranking them yet. We don't want you don't need to know. We'll just kind of give you a thumbnail sketch of the two places that we have been thus far. And then we'll try to do it every Friday from this point on so that we can put it up on our Facebook page, put it on Real Talk 995 TV, and everyone can kind of see what we're doing this summer because, man, oh, man, it's a lot of fun. And what we want is for you to watch it and go, ooh, I wish I were them.
Yeah.
That's basically the goal here.
And then at the end of the run, we'll give you our list. And I I think we did top 5. Top
three.
three.
I think we did top three. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and we don't want to besmirch anybody,
Right.
I mean.
I'm sure there are places out there that have bad wings. I haven't tasted one yet.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We won't go that route.
We'll
We're just
see.
going to give you the best.
Exactly.
The top 3 best.
In the meantime,
it's Steve's turn.
All right, so as promised, talking a little Tim Allen. And of course, Tim Allen became a major star in the 1990s with the hit ABC TV show Home Improvement. Led to getting A-list movie roles, got a tell-all book deal. He was actually popular enough at one point in time where all 3 of those converged. He had the #1 rated TV show, the biggest money-making movie of the week, and a #1 best-selling book. All of that happening in the same week. And he's continued to be popular, a couple of TV series and several movies. He's currently back on ABC television with the show Shifting Gears. But it all seems to come back to Home Improvement. He recently did an interview with Us Weekly Magazine. Yes, there is still such a thing as Us Weekly Magazine. And he was talking about some of the things that are coming up, including his role in Toy Story 5, which is going to be out within the next couple of weeks. I can't remember exactly when. And he got to talking about Shifting Gears and The Last Man Standing, and they asked him about Home Improvement, and could there be the possibility of a reunion of Home Improvement? Valerie, you seemed kind of excited about the thought when I first mentioned that. Richard,
I'd like to see it.
Richard, on the other hand, you went, no, bad idea. All right. Well, over the years, he has, of course, invited many of his Home Improvement co-stars to join him in a cameo role, at least, if not a guest star over multiple episodes on either Last Man Standing or Shifting Gears. But he hasn't been able to get all of them from that 1990 show. And part of it might be because they either turned down the opportunity, or in at least one case, they probably weren't asked. Patricia Richardson, his wife on Home Improvement, has taken Taylor up on the offer, or Allen up on his offer, as did the middle son portrayer, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, as did his show within a show co-star, Richard Karn. But the one who has never shown up is the actor who played the eldest son, Zachary Ty Bryan. Zachary Ty Bryan was only 9 when the show started, 17 when it came to an end, and since then he's led, well, to put it mildly, a troubled life. Multiple arrests for charges that include things like drug use, the most recent one for second-degree domestic violence. That happened just last year. So much so that when Allen was asked about it in the Us Weekly Magazine interview, answered the question about a possible reboot or maybe just a TV movie to get us up to date on the Taylor clan, he said this, quote, "They keep talking about how it could move forward, but they get stuck because there are some personality problems right now with the boys." Notice he said boys, as in plural. So what's the other holds up? Well, it seems that the breakout star of those 3 boys, which was Jonathan Taylor Thomas, now actually has no real interest in continuing an acting career. He doesn't have a role to his credit since appearing in Last Man Standing back in 2015. And as for the youngest of the show, portrayed by Taron Noah Smith, he hasn't got an acting credit going all the way back to 1999 in a voice role in the animated series Batman Beyond. So, any reunion show or any reboot or anything like that would probably really only deal with 3 people. It would be Tim, his wife, and his show within a show co-star.
yeah, that's my problem with it, is that you're not ever going to get it right, you know? Zachary Ty Bryan is never going to come back. They don't want him. Patricia Richardson was on record as saying, you know, I don't think you can put him back in a show. There's no way you can hire him. Probably couldn't even get insurance, you know?
Probably not.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like you said, he actually works behind the camera a lot more nowadays, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And then the little one is, can you get him off the DoorDash thing? I think he's doing DoorDash right now. That's
Either that or he's saying, "How would you like fries with that?"
yeah, it's
Not
one
sure
of those
which.
two things for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, so But is it the worst thing in the world that we sit here and we kind of make up our own thoughts about how those kids from the show, not in real life, but from the show, might have actually progressed and become grown up and families and whatever? Some things are better left to your own imagination. It's kind of like when I never really was a big fan of The Sopranos, but I went back and I watched that final episode and I thought, I actually don't have a problem with them just fading to black. It leaves it to your imagination as to what happened to them.
Yeah. I don't think they faded. I think they cut to black. I think it was pretty.
Well, you know what I mean.
Remember my now ex-wife was like, I'm so mad. I was watching the finale of The Sopranos, and the screen just went dark, like I think the cable went out. I was like, no.
That was on purpose.
No, honey, that was the show. That's what they did. Yeah.
In other words, she hated the ending.
No, she hated the ending.
And there were a lot of people that did, but I got to thinking about it hey, let's leave some stuff to the imagination. Kind of let your mind go on and have a good time with it.
I never have watched a single episode of The Sopranos. I may start.
I only watched that
streaming.
one.
You only watched the end?
Yeah, I only
Okay.
watched the ending.
Okay.
Because I was curious as to what all the hubbub was about.
It is streaming, and I may go back and catch it now, in streaming, because I'm catching up on a lot of old TV shows that I find very enjoyable. I really like Shifting Gears, this new Tim Allen show. It's on ABC. It's very funny. It is a classic setup punchline kind of show. All the characters are very clear-cut. There's not a lot of guesswork about who they are or what they're dealing with or whatever. It reminds me more than anything of a 70s sitcom that we grew up with.
Yeah.
That is real straightforward, more so even than Tool Time. What was it? The show that Tool Time was on.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement, that's the one, yeah.
The one that I was talking about.
Yes,
pretty much that whole segment.
Even Tim Allen has that problem sometimes. He'll be like, Tool Time. No, Tool Time's not the show. Tool Time's the show within the show. I forget what it is. But yeah, and he's had Richard Karn popped in on that, and Patricia Richardson popped in on that, and Nancy, what's her name, from Last Man Standing.
Oh, Nancy Griffith.
She popped in on that as well.
Yeah.
Very, very entertaining. A lovely lady. I got to interview her once. She's quite funny and very
First time I
attractive.
ever saw her was in the movie 3 Men and a Baby.
Yes. Yeah.
And I honestly, when she showed up in something else and had an American accent, I'm like, did she make up the British accent or the American accent?
She made up the British accent.
Made up the British accent.
Yes,
Did
she
it well.
Did
too.
it very well. Did it very well. She was also in one of my favorite movies, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yes.
Great
You know,
job.
I think I ended up watching 3 Men and a Baby one too many times because of that whole theory of the ghost
The
behind the
cardboard
curtains.
cutout in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, where is it? Back it up, forward it, backward it. No, there it is. Stupidest thing. It's like the screaming and roller coaster.
Right.
It's like,
My
what?
my in-laws were like, "Oh, this kid died in that apartment, and that's the ghost of him." I'm like, "Okay, let me get this straight. You think they actually filmed this in an apartment, not in a Hollywood soundstage?" Just to be clear, you're under the impression they're filming in an apartment. Okay, gotcha. You just ruin everything. I'm
Welcome
like,
to
yes,
Hollywood
I do.
magic.
Yes, I do.
That's the magic of Hollywood, boys and
Just
girls.
ruin everything.
I ruin everything.
How about this? No, I'm just giving you a dose of reality.
Exactly. I just don't want you to leave this house and go say these things elsewhere and make me look bad. That's all I'm saying.
Make you look bad. She'll look bad, not you, Richard.
No, they'll make me look bad
Be
because
like,
I'm related to them. That's my problem. I'm related to
It'll
them.
be
You don't
okay.
need any of that stain on you. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Exactly. So anyway, yeah, just leave that. Leave it alone. I'm also catching up on Last Man Standing because I hadn't seen almost any of those. Didn't that started off on ABC and moved to Fox? Is that right?
That was Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. Yeah, that started off
Shifting
on ABC.
Gears is
Shifting Gears is
all-
just on ABC right now, which
yeah,
is
so you
very
can catch
good.
it all on like Disney Plus or Hulu if you
Yeah.
got one of those.
I usually do. I end up catching it a day late because the idea of like being there when the TV says to be there, I can't.
Forget that.
I can't do that.
don't do that as
Aren't you
much
guys
anymore.
glad
It's
we don't have to do that
No,
anymore?
my ability
Stay
to be
tuned.
there
You
at the
have to be here.
beginning of a TV show matches John Bird's ability to be here at the beginning of his show.
Well, and today he doesn't have to be here until 2.
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
if he can
right.
get here on time.
He's-
All right.
Orlando's in at 10, and he's here at 2.
Well, keep a good thought. He's probably listening right now.
John Bird, if you
Curse you.
don't get here at least 10 till.
9:30 with Dixon and Vining. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Far more of this nonsense coming your way. Don't go away. 9:35. Dixon Divining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Beautiful day so far. Huh? Sunny skies.
Really nice.
Like
Really
it?
nice. Yeah.
30% chance of rain in the forecast. 91 for a high tomorrow. 50%, 60% Sunday. 89 and 87 respectively. Sunday, I'm going to be inside practicing with the band, the Cash Domino Killers. We got a gig coming up at the end of July at the Sugar Creek Music Club.
Nice.
It's our annual Christmas in July show.
Fun.
So we play all kinds of Christmas music.
And you
We
get
still-
dressed in your
we
Christmas
dress in
stuff?
Christmas outfits and
Like,
wear the Santa hat and all
yeah.
that good stuff. yeah.
Shorts, short sleeve shirt and shorts,
Yes,
so you don't burn up.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool.
Some
in
elf
there. They
shoes
keep-
on.
Keep things going fairly well with the
I
AC.
imagine that
in
would
there.
be a little hard to play drums in elf shoes,
I would
wouldn't it?
think so.
No.
Well, maybe. I don't
Sometimes I do it wearing swim fins. 9:36 with Dixon Divining.
know. I'm so excited for Craig over at Birmingham Broker. He's kind of got into a new business. He still has a Birmingham Broker, but right beside it, he's opened up BB Electric Moto Dirt Bikes. Yes, if you've got somebody here, maybe this summer, you're trying to think of some fun things to do with your kids. Maybe you got one that just graduated from high school. This is really cool. We've seen these bikes. We went to the grand opening. Leland and I were there for it, and to see these bikes running up and down the road, you're like, that's an electric dirt bike? I mean, they are really super cool. If you're thinking about that kind of gift, maybe doing something fun with your family, stop by and see Craig over at Birmingham Broker and check out BB Electric Moto Dirt Bikes. If you're thinking of selling your vehicle, don't sell it yourself. Do it the smart, easy, fast way. Craig will make sure that he gets as much equity out of the vehicle as he possibly can. You don't have to hassle with anything. Wait on a check. That usually doesn't take very long either. And then you can go on and buy your next car or truck or SUV, whatever it is you need, or do something else with a check when you get it. 2224 4th Avenue South, downtown Birmingham. It's a great company. Over 10 years they've been with us, and he continues to help so many Talk 99.5 listeners sell their automobiles. BehamBroker.com, BehamBroker.com.
You know, I've always loved the sport of basketball, the NBA. One of the reasons I enjoyed it when I lived in Orlando, obviously the Orlando Magic is there, but going to a basketball game is somewhat akin to going to see let's just say, a long movie, a 2.5-hour movie, you know, the kind Debbie Schlussel hates. Because you drive up, you park your car, you go into the arena. The tickets are reasonably priced, more so than football or baseball nowadays. I mean, I think I was buying Orlando Magic tickets for $30-$35 a pop, which is good for a major sporting event. And
Yeah, real good.
you'd go in there, you'd park yourself, you'd watch the game. It took a little over 2 hours. Then you go back, you'd get in your car, you'd drive home, it was over. It's not like a football game where you have to spend all day.
Yeah, that's a whole day.
A baseball game, which you have no idea how long it's going to be. It goes on and on and on until they finish, you know.
I can attest to that. I went to a game once, 18 innings.
18
Oh, my
innings.
gosh,
I went to
no.
one that was 11, and that was long enough. It was a Braves game. Anyway, the thing that really stuck out to me about it was that it was very affordable. And now we've got these finals, and you'll notice as they scan the crowd, you recognize 90% of the people that are there because they're stars, they're celebrities, they're people who have money because these tickets are insanely priced. The finals tickets are $3,000 for
That's
bad seats.
That's ridiculous.
They're saying the really good seats down front are in
Like
the
$10,000?
$95,000 range.
Yeah.
People are buying like houses. You know, I mean, it's like insane.
No.
Only the Spike Lees of the world can afford that.
Spike Lee, Larry David, Jerry Seinfeld was there
Uh-huh.
the other day. And as he was walking out, you had a guy, this guy who'd been doing this for quite some time. He has a streamer, TikTok stream called Finesse Fave. And he was broadcasting outside, and he sees him and he yells out, "Hey, Jerry, what up, Seinfeld? What up? Can we get a free Palestine?" Seinfeld laughed. The Finesse Fave pressed again. "Can we get a free Palestine? Come on, give us one free Palestine." Seinfeld kept walking and said, "It doesn't exist."
Bingo.
Mm-hmm. Streamer turned back to his audience, hardly able to contain himself. "Oh, my God. That was a bleaking, insane clip," he said. He said it doesn't exist. It doesn't. Look on the map. There's no Palestine, okay? It's not there. Israel said, "How about you take half of this? We'll call it Palestine would be great. We could share this land together, or we could work this out. You could have Palestine, we could have Israel. No, we want it all. And that's how that got to where it is today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jerry Seinfeld says there is no Palestine, and people lose their minds. Stupid. Just look at a map. It's not there. It doesn't exist. They had their chance. They chose not to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. Multiple opportunities for a two-state solution. Phil Mickelson, have you heard about this?
Man, Phil, you messed up. If it's true.
Mhm.
If it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's alleged until you can prove it.
We know that his banning is
But
true.
it must be
Yes.
pretty bad if
Yeah.
the golf course, in the middle of his
Right.
play, told him to leave the course.
And don't come
I'm
back.
like, whoa, we didn't
And
even
don't-
wait for him to come around the 18th hole.
Don't come back. Yeah, Phil Mickelson is not an unknown name in golf, obviously. He's a six-time major champion. And a female at the course claims that she was manhandled, she was touched inappropriately, that he was behaving inappropriately toward her, and I assume that involved some touching. And said, she went and offered a complaint. They tracked him down and told him, get out now. So obviously they believe all women.
Well, or again, there may be a little bit more to this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she has some evidence of that, and there was no question whatsoever, and they were just like, we'll sort this out later, but he's got to go. I don't know. And maybe, we got to hear his side. We haven't heard anything from his side. We need to know what that is. But it was significant enough that, again, they found him on the course while he was playing and told him right then,
Get out.
stop playing golf, leave this course immediately. So that tells me it had to be pretty blatant, or this female employee at the clubhouse has some evidence of some sort.
She was clearly believable, because I don't think they would have done that otherwise. At the same time, he comes back and says there is some video evidence to the contrary. So this is not
Okay, well,
done
let's
yet.
let's wait and see.
We'll see.
Well, how that all shakes out.
See what happens.
But it does seem a little
Suspect.
strange.
Papa John's is shutting down dozens of locations across 17 states. That is heavy duty. There was a time when Papa John's was preferred over Pizza Hut.
I remember that.
Yeah, there was a time when Papa John's was kind of the gold standard. And then Papa John Schnatter, dropped the N-word during some conversation on a big phone call, and next thing you know, he was out. And they seem to have been going downhill ever since, having their share of problems.
Yep.
Multiple location closures have also been identified in Michigan, North Carolina, Virginia, Texas, California, Florida, and Arizona. All right, Papa John's, best of luck to you. Hope you can pull it out, bring it back around again. I used to
leave
love it.
your garlic butter sauce behind, please.
Yeah, keep that on the shelves.
Whatever
out there.
you do, just package that.
Everybody loves that. Personally, I haven't ordered a Papa John's pizza in forever because I'm much closer to Domino's, and I haven't even ordered a Domino's pizza in forever either. So, what the hell? Brad Paisley is calling on fans to help block an AI data center near the Nashville Zoo. Okay.
Near the zoo? That seems odd location.
Yeah, he calls it an absolute nightmare scenario. It would be an enormous monstrosity.
Well, do you think? Wow.
I really don't know. I don't know what kind of damage. I understand the power problem, and I understand the water problem. I get what people are talking about with that. But there are those who are like, those are just cancer-causing. Okay. They used to think that about cell phone towers. They used to think that about, power lines. They used to think that about a lot of things. Cell phones, remember? You're going to get cancer if you hold that thing up to your head long enough. It's like there are people who talk on cell phones all day, every day. They're called women. And they don't yet have the brain cancer. We keep waiting. It's not happening.
You have somebody in mind on that one?
Really, it sounds like it. Gracious. Female, brain cancer. Where are we going with this?
We keep hoping. I mean,
Nowhere in particular.
hey,
I don't know what you're talking
dang.
about. What? No idea what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, these are the same people that are complaining about the fact that you moved into a neighborhood that had a racetrack there, and you're complaining about the noise.
Or the neighbor.
The racetrack was there before you moved in.
The neighbor that moved in right next to an elementary school and
Right.
complained because the kids are screaming on the playground. I'm like, you moved into a house that backs up to an elementary school. What do you think's going to happen?
To be
oh,
fair-
you bought it on a Sunday.
So, well, when I bought my house in Orlando, in Maitland, it was summertime.
Yeah.
And the first time that school bell rang and the kids came
And you
pouring
went,
out, I
"Oh."
was like,
I will tell
I
you
did not.
something that I do every single time I buy a house, every single time. And it's because when I was in college, I almost rented a house with train tracks literally like 50 feet from
Oh,
the
yeah.
back door.
Oh, yeah.
I always look at a map and see where train tracks are. And it has prevented me from buying 2 houses
Good move.
because the train tracks were so close. I'm not anti-train. I love trains. I just don't want the bed to shake like the I Love Lucy episode across the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I always do that. I'm like, nope, that house is a little too close to the train tracks. So we're going to move on to something else.
I would have probably known about the school if I'd gotten an aerial view of things.
Yes.
But because of the way the neighborhood was designed, you had to kind of drive down the street, around the corner, out of the neighborhood, take another right, go down a couple of blocks, and it's like, there's the school. You wouldn't know it backed right up to my backyard
Well,
from the way it was.
the other
you
thing,
know?
the aerial view also kept me from buying a house because there was an outdoor gun range.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not very far. And I was like, oh, on Saturday morning, that will be really loud.
That will wear you
I
right
can't
out.
do that
man.
one either.
Mm-mm.
I love waking up to the sound of gunfire in the morning.
I mean, I don't, I'm not anti-gunfire when you talk about a range and people
Right,
practicing, but
right.
I'd rather not wake up it coming through the back of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah, I know people are having problems with that over in Hoover, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Pockets is going bite-sized.
Oh, that's smart.
Bite-sized.
That is
With
brilliant.
The new
Isn't
snack
that
breaks.
what are the pizza?
I was
going to
say pizza rolls.
Isn't
It's
that what
a
it
pizza roll,
is?
isn't it? Yeah. Inspired by 5 popular snack flavors, Hot Pockets Snack Breaks features a warm center and a crispy, flaky crust, just like its OG predecessor. Here they are: gooey apple pie, ultimate cheddar.
When did that become a Hot Pocket?
That's a good question.
That's not a hot pocket.
Well, I don't know.
That's a fried pie from McDonald's,
I know. Yum.
which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying, when did Hot Pockets start that?
I get just now,
Apparently.
since you asked. Right now.
right this 2nd.
Mhm. Ultimate cheddar, a blend of classic and reduced fat cheeses and savory cheese sauce nestled inside a crispy cheddar cracker crust. Oh, it's nestled.
Nestle.
Cracker
Yes.
crust.
I want it nestled. Spiky jalapeno popper,
Uh-huh.
melty nacho beef.
Nacho beef.
It's nacho beef.
Okay.
It's the corn chip style crust is stuffed with cheddar, beef crumbles, nacho seasoning, and reduced fat cheese, and cheesy stuffed pretzel with bacon.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So they came out with a pretzel bun of their own, did they?
You get just 2 perforated squares that pull apart easily. Whether you're sharing with the crew or keeping both for yourself, just toss them in the microwave or air fryer, and you are good to go.
Are these already in the store? Because I'm headed to the store on my way home.
Nope, not until
Not
this
yet?
July. Single packs priced at $179, 4-count boxes $549.
Oh, yes.
We know how
How
that
much
works.
is a regular box of Hot Pockets?
Hot Pockets. I think $4, $4.50 maybe.
Is it? Okay.
Something like that.
Haven't priced them in years.
Kool-Aid pineapples having a viral moment. Remember Kool-Aid pineapples? No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
You take actual pineapple, real pineapple. Use your pineapple cutter like I have the core thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cut that up and get as big a chunks as you can, and then put it in like a Tupperware container with some Kool-Aid, like cherry or strawberry, just the red Kool-Aid, whatever, and leave it in there for a couple of days. And you pull it out, and you got the pineapple, and it's infused with the Kool-Aid, and it's very tasty.
Okay.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Ever heard of Kool-Aid pickles?
No.
They do that with pickles. too.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
wife
Yeah.
saw it,
Yeah.
has tried it.
Could you add some vodka to that?
If
The
you wanted to.
pineapple thing you were just talking
Absolutely.
about. I'm like,
Or-
well, that would be a nice summer treat out
Yes.
by the pool or
What
the
I-
lake, huh?
What I suggest you do is eat the pineapple
What
and
about
wash
some
it down with the
wine?
vodka.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Valerie figures out a way to get
Well, I'm
drinking
just like,
involved in
let's
everything.
see. That sounds very refreshing. How can we make
That's-
it a little better?
That's right.
Add a little bit of chocolate, and you've got a
Now-
done
oh,
deal.
hello.
Chocolate, vodka,
Dark
whatever.
chocolate. There we go.
I'm going to save these other 2 stories for later because they're just they're too good to
It's Friday.
blow
It's too
right
good?
through.
All right.
These are too good to just blow right past. I want
Well, don't.
to savor them a little bit
Bring
later.
them back around on
I want
Monday.
to savor them like vodka infused pineapple with
With
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Yay.
me in on some
hey,
of that.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Here we come.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah!
He's drunk. He can't make it through.
Hey, Kool-Aid! Kool-Aid's got his little friend Tanqueray with him.
Take
Uh,
her.
9:50 with Dixon and Vining. Stick around. Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com, Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com. That would be our fine folks at 668-2626 looking after your foundation, making sure everything is up to speed and the way it needs to be. If you have foundation problems, these are the only guys that I trust. ParrotSS.com, 668-2626. They're licensed, they're bonded, they're insured, they're E-Verify compliant. Texts we have received thus far. Ray says there is a doctor up in Virginia that can cure you of that red meat allergy. I don't have it, but thanks for the heads up, Ray. Don't forget about the Luna tick. See if I ever found a tick on my dog Luna. It would be a Luna tick. Get it? Huh? Okay. Scott says, Heidi, love Tim Allen. Heidi was the Tool Time girl. She could come back, I guess, right? Home Improvement?
Yeah, I guess you could.
Maybe. Okay.
Wilson, on the other hand,
no,
cannot.
he's not going to. That's another problem right there. Let's see. Jeff, as a teenager, I lived next door to the drummer for Kansas, early 80s. Nice guy. Okay, Jeff, thank you for that. Jerry says, you didn't know it was going to be hot and humid in Alabama. How long have you lived here, Richard? The lung issue just began about a year ago, Jerry. It's been hot and humid as long as I've lived here since 1989, but I haven't had lung problems since I got a COVID shot. Popcorn in a horse, of course, says Jay. And then in parentheses says, Mr. Ed reference. Thanks for clearing that up.
Got that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, they just didn't want there to be any room for, questions.
Exactly.
Just making sure.
They should make a dark version of Home Improvement where they find out what Wilson's hiding behind the fence. B-Rad says, if you guys would go start watching The Sopranos, you would really like it. Maybe so.
Probably.
Tanya says, Nancy Travis was in Married to the Mob. Nancy Travis, not Griffin. Nancy Travis was in Married to the Mob. Michelle Pfeiffer was in Married to the Mob. Were they both in Married to the Mob?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of the movie. There may have been a TV show called Married to the Mob that Nancy Travis was in. I don't know. Why do women fart less than men, says Richard the Cop? Because they can't shut up long enough to build up pressure. Andrew says, Richard, did you like the movie Whiplash? I did not. I did not get past the first 20 minutes of it because I was having flashbacks and PTSD from J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. That explains it.
Made me very uncomfortable.
She is not listed in the cast of Married to the Mob.
No, it was Michelle Pfeiffer, right? Okay. I love Nancy Travis, by the way, though. I did interview her once, and I have to admit, I kind of fanboyed out over her, and I think I made her really uncomfortable. I was like, it's not even about how good looking she is, because she is very attractive. But I was like, I love your comedic timing. You were so great in this movie. The way you delivered this line, like I just knew too much about her. And she was like, what are you stalking
you were creeping
me?
her out.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I think she was a little freaked out about the whole thing. All right. hit me with
Dixon
this.
and Vining's question of the day.
What is the meaning of life? Fairly
That's
simple.
a loaded question.
Steve, what is the meaning of life?
This one thing.
Yeah, one thing.
One thing.
What is that one thing?
Whatever. That's what you got to find out.
That's what you got to find out. What about you, Valerie?
All right. Have a positive effect on souls you come in contact with. Love big. Share the love of Christ and be grateful for all God has provided. That's the meaning of life.
All righty then. She took it very seriously.
I did.
She put a lot of thought into that.
I did.
I just went straight to City Slickers.
Yeah. It's one or the other, right?
Try to get a good night's sleep. Eat healthy. Get
Yep.
some exercise.
Is that it?
Read a good book now and then.
Now and then.
There
That's
you
it.
go.
That's the meaning of life.
That's it. The meaning of life. At least according to God at the end of Time Bandits, I think. 9:59, 10 o'clock, Skippy and Jimbo coming your way next. We'll be back Monday, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talk at you then. It's Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com.
Bye-bye.
Now.